Hello and Assalamu alaikum. This is Ali Abbas and I'm here with my new video on coordinate geometry, and the topic which is being discussed here is equation of perpendicular line. So it is a bit different than equation of perpendicular bisector, because a perpendicular bisector is specifically for the line which is exactly cutting that perpendicular line into half. So for this type of, you can say, topic, there are few questions that are being discussed from the past papers. So the very first question is basically the line L is perpendicular to the line y equals to -1 by 2x plus 3. So this is the very first information which is given, that this is a line, perpendicular line to line L, and it is being, you can say, given that y equals to -1 by 2x plus 3. So what's the next information? That is line L passing through the point 8 and 9. So 8 and 9 is exactly lying on line L, that is passing through 8 and 9. So what's the standard form of equation of straight line? That's y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. That is to be pointed out. So what is x1 and what is y1? So basically, x1 is basically 8, the x coordinate of that point lying on line L, and y1 will be the y coordinate for that point that's lying on line L. So what about m? For gradient, we have to look at the equation that is basically for the line that is perpendicular to line L, in which there is the gradient that's -2. So what about gradient for line L? For gradient for line L, it is basically negative of that gradient, and taking the reciprocal of 1 by 2, that's positive, that's 2. So we can write down positive 2, means negative times negative becomes positive, and 1 by 2's reciprocal is 2. So we have to replace m here by 2. And what's y1? Y1 is 9, which is equals to 2 times x minus 8. So opening the bracket, simplifying it, y minus 9 equals to 2 times x is 2x, minus 2 times 8 is 16, bringing that 9 onto the right hand side. So y equals to 2x minus 16 plus 9. What's the answer of minus 16 plus 9? It is minus 7. So y equals to 2x minus 7. This is the required answer for this question. So it is of 3 marks. So if you have done all of the process correctly, you will get all of the marks. So now we are going to discuss the second type of the questions. So for the second type, in this type of question, point P is given and H is unknown. That is basically the X coordinate of that point P. And that P is lying on this line, 3y plus 2x equals to 5. How we can find the value of H? It's quite easy. It's not difficult. Replace X with H. Replace X with H. And we have to find Y. Y is basically, sorry, y is 7 here. So 3 times 7 plus 2 times h equals to 5. This is an equation in terms of one variable. Simplified, 3 times 7 is 21 plus 2h equals to 5, bringing that 21 onto the other side. 5 minus 21. 5 minus 21 gives the result -16. So 2h equals to -16. So -16 divided by 2 results -8. So the answer for h is -8. So actually this is being required for the next part. Basically, they're saying that line L is perpendicular to this line that's given in the question as well, 3y plus 2x equals to 5, and it's passing through point P. So replacing the value of h means x coordinate of point P with -8, and the value of y is already given. It is -8 and 7. So this is same as the question one we have done already, that we have to find equation of line which is, you can say, perpendicular to this line and basically passing through any point. So what we have to do, we have to find the gradient first. So what's the gradient? In order to find the gradient, we have to rearrange the equation. That's basically we have to make y as the subject. Means that bringing that 2x onto the side, it becomes 3y equals to negative 2x plus 5, and then dividing the 3 onto the other side, which is negative 2 over 3. I'm directly dividing the you can say coefficient of y onto the other side with both of the terms. Why I'm dividing like this? Basically, we have to compare this thing with y equals to mx plus c. So the gradient is basically negative 2 by 3 for the equation. So m equals to negative 2 over 3. What about the gradient for the perpendicular line? So for the perpendicular line, the gradient is negative with the reciprocal. So negative times negative will be positive, and 2 by 3's reciprocal will be 3 by 2. Numerator becomes denominator, denominator becomes numerator. So this is gradient for line L. So what we have to do, we have to apply the same equation that we have done in the previous part, that y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So what's x1 here? X1 will be the x coordinate for point P, because the line is passing through point P. The line L is passing through point P. What about y1? Y1 will be 7. Replacing here, y minus the value of y1 is 7. What about the gradient? Gradient is 3 over 2. It's positive 3 by 2 times x minus the values x1 is negative as well. So negative times negative becomes positive. Now cross multiply. 2 will be cross multiplied here. 2 times y minus 7 equals to 3 will be multiplied inside the bracket. 3 times x is 3x plus 3 times 8 is 24. So what about the next step? In the next step, we have to open the brackets on the left hand side. 2 times y becomes 2y minus 2 times 7 is 14 equals to 3x plus 24. So bringing that constants onto one side, so I'm just putting y onto the left hand side. 2y equals to 3x plus 24, and sign of 14 will be changed. It will be plus 14. So the final answer will be 3x plus 24 plus 14 is 38. So this is the final answer for the equation of line L. So now we are moving to the third type of the question of equation of perpendicular line. So in the third type, there is a circle which is given. So there is a circle and there is a tangent as well, given as well. Means tangent is basically intersecting that circle at point P, and C is the center which is given in the question. So what we have to do, actually we have to find the equation of perpendicular line. So now quickly looking at the question, what is being asked here. So the diagram shows a circle with center O. C is the center. C is the center. So point P is basically a point on the circumference of the circle, and it is basically given here. So find the equation of tangent at P. Equation of tangent. So we have to find the equation of this line, equation of this line. So basically, this is a property of the circle, that radius on the given point and the tangent on given point is perpendicular to each other. So if we you can say we have the 2 points coordinates, means C and P. If we find the gradient of C and P, so we can find the gradient for the perpendicular line quite easily. So gradient for CP must be equals to y2. If we are supposing it as a second point, so x2 y2, C will be first point x1 y1. So y2 minus y1, y2 is 5 minus y1 is 1, divided by x2 is 3 minus x1 is 0. So 5 minus 1 is 4, 4 over 3. That's a gradient for that given line, means the radius we can say. So 4 over 3. What about the gradient for The perpendicular line means the tangent line. So what about the gradient of it? It must be negative in the reciprocal. So it's already positive, so the gradient must be negative, and reciprocal of 4 by 3 will be 3 over 4. We have the gradient of that tangent line, and we have the point as well. So starting from that equation of standard line, that is y minus y1 equals to m times x minus x1. So what is y1? Y1 is basically the y coordinate for point P, that is 5. So y minus 5 equals to gradient. What's the gradient? Gradient must be negative 3 over 4 because it's a gradient of the tangent line. So negative 3 by 4 times x minus x1 is 3. So cross multiplying 4 will be multiplied with y minus 5 equals to negative 3 will be multiplied here. So it becomes negative 3x, negative negative becomes positive 3 times 9. So open the brackets on the left hand side. 4 times y is 4y minus 4 times 5 is 20 minus 3x plus 9. Bringing that constant on the other side means 20 will be brought onto the other side. So it becomes negative 3x plus 9 and plus 20. Sign will be changed. So 20 plus 9 will be 29. So 4y equals to negative 3x plus 29. This is the final result. This is the equation of the tangent at P. So it's all from today. So kindly do subscribe my channel and follow it and share as well for further videos. So thanks for watching.